Today I'm going to take you through the basics of market structure and how we use BOS and CHoCh. The way which I use BOS and CHoCh is a little bit different from the standard SMC because I've got around about a 20% win rate better, and I've also got a considerably higher risk reward ratio. And the key thing is that it's actually really easy to follow. So before we get into the charts, I'm just going to go through a brief demonstration for you. And I tried to put these into my backtesting video so people can understand, but I think it's probably worth doing a little bit more of a detailed explanation just to explain it that little bit better. A struggle or a difficulty which a lot of beginners get in trading is that they are not really sure how to determine the direction of a market. It's quite easy when you've got an upward trend going like that, but what if the market is more or less flat and it's just creating waves like this? You still need to have a bit of an understanding as to following a market structure, a previous high, a previous low, where it had come from before, to understand where it's likely going to be going next. What I'm going to show you today is statistical. This is information which we've gathered over years of data. There's at least 30,000 trades where we've gone through this. We know what the stats are, okay? So I'm going to talk you through the phrases behind this. There's BOS and CHoCh. We're always trying to trade in the direction of BOS, okay? BOS stands for break of structure. Going to take you through it in a second. And CHoCh stands for a change of character, which is typically when the market is looking to reverse and when it's looking to go in the opposite direction. We're going to say that the market is moving up, so price is going to move upwards. And then we're going to get something called a pullback leg or a pullback phase. Okay, so that initial move was called a bullish leg. And then as soon as we stop printing new highs, we go into a pullback leg. Now, as long as we don't break the low of this previous level down here, we're expecting that price is going to continue and go past that most recent high. Okay, so as soon as price passes that high there, we have what is known as a break of structure. Okay, because the structure prior to this was this leg here. So we're going to call this BOS or break of structure. Okay, we just do BOS for short. Now, as before, we had our initial bullish leg going there. Then we had the pullback phase or retracement. And then we had another bullish leg. So what we're expecting again is for price to pull back. At some point, it needs to breathe. The market needs to breathe. It's always going up and down like that in a motion, okay? So we're expecting price to pull back, but we're not expecting price to break below this low. We're never expecting it to break, okay? There's certain signals in the market, which I can get into on another video, but we're always going to assume that we're going to break BOS again, okay? So we're going to continue in this upward trend. So we've got another BOS line being broken right here. Every time that the market pulls back and it stops creating these new highs, we're just going to assume that price is going to push through again at some point. Now, it depends on the strategy that you're trading. And trust me when I say this, there are thousands of ways of how to trade successfully. I trade using order blocks more than anything. So I'm going to be looking for something quite deep into this previous pullback leg where there's going to be an order block waiting for me to be able to get involved with a trade, get a buy on there and trade it at the very least to the BOS line. Okay, so I would want to try to break all these levels continuously and just get into more and more and more trades. So I said to you that this is statistical and it's based on probably more than 30,000 trades by now, to be fair. But essentially, we have a 2 in 3 or a 65% chance of BOS happening. Now, that gives us an enormous statistical advantage with our trading. It means that if we can line up some sort of entry criteria for the way which we trade, it doesn't matter what you use, whether or not you use Fibonacci or if you're using a moving average or anything like that, or if you're just using plain price action like what we use at FTR, it just means that you know we're likely going to end up going up here before we go through down here. But now we need to understand what CHoCh is, okay? So as I mentioned at the start, CHoCh is just a standard change of character. And that just means the market's decided to flip and go the other way. Okay, you can have different characters in terms of the price is trending or the market is ranging, like that's a change of character as well. But in terms of structure, when you get a change of character, it just means that the market has confirmed that it's going to be going in the other direction. Now, we tend to pair that up against, higher time frame points of interest. So we might have an order block from history over here, And if price is sort of dancing around and wicking around here, we could say, okay, we're looking for potentially a change of character and then to create our bias to start shorting the market. But for us to be able to get that CHoCh, what do we need to do? We need to go through and we need to break this previous low, okay? And that previous low is always the previous low from the last BoS. So this was the previous high that was printed before we printed a new high. So all what we do is we go between that previous high and the new break, and you go to the furthest point, okay? And it's usually somewhere in the middle, not always, but it's usually somewhere in the middle. The key difference with how I trade is that it cannot be the candle which breaks this high, okay? And it cannot be the previous BoS candle. It has to be a different candle. If it is not a different candle, then CHoCh stays where it previously was, okay? And the reason why we've increased our win rate and our risk reward ratio as well is that quite often, not all the time, but quite often, you will get just a wick in the market, okay? And that wick, especially if we close back inside of that kind of range, is normally the indication that we've just had a sweep of liquidity, okay? So the market's just swept the previous low, and then we can push off and go. So we can be essentially getting in at these furthest swings in the market. We can get in on all of these levels and get out where it matters most. So what we need to see for a change of character to take place is for the market to come down, break that previous low with momentum. And by momentum, what I mean is that we need to get a body close, okay? So again, let's just pretend that we're looking at the 4-hour chart, okay? So a bit of a intraday or sessional based time frame. It's what we use as the higher time frame predominantly in the way which we trade. It means that you only need to look at the charts every 4 hours or so. But essentially, we need to get a body close. And the body close is showing us that we've had momentum push past, and it's not just going to wick back up. It might do, okay? It might just wick back up, and that's okay. But at least when we've got the close, that gives us a stronger indication that the market has reached the end of its journey and it is going to start pulling back in the other direction. So what happens then with BoS and CHoCh? Because we had CHoCh over here, what happens to BoS? Where's BoS go? Well, BoS is literally just going to switch direction. Okay, so BoS is now down here and CHoCh swaps to the other end of the chart. So in order for us to say that the market's going to change direction again, which is rare, it's 35 divided by a third, so it's about 12 to 15% of the time that the market can do that on a confirmed CHoCh, so CHoCh on either direction, but it's rare. So we know that once we've got a confirmed CHoCh and it also couples with one of our confluences, which is usually a higher time frame order block, then we need to start looking for shorts. So with that, I would be looking for order blocks, along at the extreme. I'd be looking at the EQ, so the middle of that leg, and I'd be looking for price to retrace and pull back a little bit, something like this, get involved with a trade and trade it short. So what would happen there? We'd go down, we'd break the new BoS that we've just put in, and the market would essentially print a new BoS, and essentially we just move CHoCh to here. So our new structure change, if the market was to switch and reverse again, what we would need to do is we would need to get a body break to close above CHoCh right here. Okay, so again, really, really simple. Once you get your head around it, and trust me, it's worth trying to get your head around because a lot of people get BoS and CHoCh incorrect, and it's really not that difficult. It keeps you in the right direction of the market for the majority of the time. It gets you involved in trades that are in the direction that the bigger boys in the market who can influence the market, you want to be trying to take trades in the direction that they are doing because it's so much more comfortable. The market just tends to go and you make money faster. If you're going against the trend, most of the time you know it because it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. And before you know it, your stop loss has been hit. You realize that you got your direction wrong to begin with. So we're going to have a look at the actual charts right now, and we can see where I've drawn on my BoS and CHoCh lines, okay? So this is the current market as it stands. Okay, so we had a enormous bull run about a month ago with Euro USD, and since then, the market had just been sort of tailing back, okay? So but we only got CHoCh confirmed by this black candle here. And that's where we got the body break. There's a couple of other nuances with this, but we got the body break right here. We came down and then we CHoChed again temporarily. We came to an order block, just like I mentioned before. And then we finally CHoChed down again. And the market has just continued. And then it just literally just went into this sideways movement. And then we CHoChed down. And we've just very aggressively rejected off of something, which is usually going to be an order block or a point of interest, which we absolutely have. So the market is likely now, like we know statistically, if we look at where our BoS and CHoCh lines are, CHoCh is all the way up here. The latest area of consolidation in the market where I think the market's going to be going to is likely going to be all the way up here. And there's also a little bit of a flutter right there. Okay, so the market's likely going to retrace to at least here, possibly there, but I'm not really that interested in getting involved in a long or a short at the moment based on this candlestick structure. So I'm going to sit out the market for a little bit, set my alerts and go about my day. And that's how to really simplify what you're doing. But let's say that we want to try to practice this. How do you go through as a beginner trying to learn how to do BoS and CHoCh really efficiently? Just go bar replay and start. Okay, so if we're starting here, we need to look backwards to see where the previous BoS and CHoCh was. Funny enough, I remember this price action really well, and so will the guys in FTR. So we're going to draw on here using a horizontal ray. Okay, we're going to call it BoS and CHoCh. All right, really simple. So the green line is going to be BoS, just to simplify it. And the red line is going to be CHoCh. Okay, so I just want to see where the market's going. Once we had a break of this low down here, we had absolutely CHoChed down in the market. So BoS ends up moving down to here. And to make it really simple, just turn on this the magnet and turn it on to strong. So these areas will just lock onto the bottoms and the tops of the candles, okay? So we've broken down there. So where would CHoCh go? Well, what we're doing is we're going from the furthest point of here and here, and the furthest point, I believe, is going to go up there. So price, the way which price has worked just here on this example is that it went like this, then down to there, then the pullback leg, and then a press down. We didn't break the low and we didn't BoS. And then we're again on a pullback leg. So this can pull back into the internal structure of this range, which is being created. But essentially, what we're doing is we're waiting predominantly for BoS to be broken. Might not happen, but we've got the statistics on our side, coupled with the other price action elements, which help build our confluences list. So we're just going to click through a little bit. I'll speed up this part of the video because I didn't expect it to be counting out every 15 minutes as we're going through. You know what? That was ridiculously slow, so we're going to do it on the 15-minute instead. Okay, so we're just going to get on here and we're just going to move it around as price is moving. So this is what I would recommend to everybody. Just go through and backtest. It's really simple. It's one of the tasks which I give the guys within FTR a little bit more direction, to be fair. But as soon as they join, I want them to make sure that they are following the rules of BoS and CHoCh just to begin with. You can go against the rules of BoS and CHoCh for the market structure, but that's based on a few other confluences, and it's for a little bit more experience once you've got it in the market. But if you want to ensure that you're going to be profitable following the rules, just make sure that you're following these rules correctly. Okay, so CHoCh had just extended down to here because it was just a wick break, therefore just a sweep. And then it looks as though we had BoSed up anyway. So again, we would just go between the high of there and the high of there, go to the furthest point, and that's where CHoCh is. So let's just keep on going. Okay, so with that example, just really quickly to show you, just before the candle closed, it looked as though we were going to CHoCh down. So that's where a lot of people would get trapped in the market right here, just looking to short the market. But instead, the candle closed right back in the range. And it might be that we just go down and break this anyway, but just think of where your stop loss is going to be on a live chart like this. You can't necessarily just use a stop loss all the way up here or even up here. You want to try and use a tight stop loss if you can. So when the market really does start to fly, you're going to get the absolute most for your money. There we go. The market did break in the end. Okay, so now that it's broken, we're just going to swap around BoS and CHoCh. And we can clearly see just by using these green and red lines, okay, the market is moving down. So now you just need to start pairing this up with how you're going to trade. So if you're using a moving average, the moving average is probably going to look something like this, like that kind of. So you can say, okay, anything below this moving average line, I'm going to be looking to short. If you're using order blocks, you would probably say from here to here. So the market has moved down, and I'm just going to go through this rule with you guys. So again, the market has BoS down to here and CHoCh can move to here. Why? Because it is the middle point, okay? It's not the original BoS line. It's not the break-in BoS line. It is the middle point, which is not either of those two candles. So even though it's only a 3-candle move, CHoCh can move. So we're just going to keep on clicking through and see what actually develops. So we can essentially, at this stage, just extend CHoCh. There we go. And BoS has extended. We've already got CHoCh in the correct place. Now you might be asking yourself, why is it I try to get everybody to do this exercise when they first join FTR? It is one of the core constructs of the strategy, okay? We also have 6 entry techniques which can be applied to any instrument. Doesn't matter if it's Forex, crypto, gold, could be stocks, doesn't matter what you're doing. It can be applied to everything. But if we're trading in the direction of the trend, we are going to be winning a hell of a lot more than what we're losing, especially in terms of the ratio. And with the way which we do trade, the risk reward ratio is staggering compared to the majority of ways that you can trade, especially from the videos that I've found on the internet. Now, I've invested for over 20 years and I've traded for over 10 years. I'm taking my experience and putting it on YouTube. And of course, I've got a more detailed course within FTR. But more than anything, we've got a phenomenal group of people in there who are brilliant traders, better than me in a lot of ways. So if you want to learn more and you want to trade with such great efficiency in the way which we do, join us. The link's going to be below.